Hello, welcome to Life with Coyote Farm. Today's story is about leadership and teamwork. We are all leaders at every level, mums and dads, college professors, company executives. Everybody's a leader and everybody influences. And that's what today's story is about. Very few globally renowned institutions will refute the view that Africa has some of the best natural resources in the world. But the same institutions will also, refute the view that Africa has had some of the worst leaders in the world. Leadership is the reason why Africa has not been able to realize her potential as a global powerhouse and a driver of global economic progress and development. At every level, whether it's the state level, whether it's the municipal level, local government level, even in the home, we're still finding sound leadership, good, ethical, direction. We're still finding it very elusive. One of the reasons why I got involved in leadership and coaching, particularly teamwork coaching, was to be able to say, well, look, what can I do to impact young African leaders? What can I do to help rebalance this legacy of failed leadership in our continent? The good news is that I'm not alone. There are a number of wonderful institutions across Africa who are doing exactly the same thing, and that is focusing on young African leadership and focusing on nurturing the leaders of tomorrow. One such institution is Acumen East Africa, and I was absolutely delighted when they invited me over for a session to coach some of their young leaders. But can somebody just give me a quick and dirty definition of leadership? Just to, any offers, anybody? Quick definition of leadership? Yes, sir. Thank you. The key word is influence. The key word is influence. And what a lot of people don't realize is that if you are influencing people at any level, you're leading. So it's not these ones with the fancy titles. I'm the managing director, the ED, and the GM, or whatever. It's our parents. It's some, five-year-old who's influencing his group of five-year-old playmates. He's a little leader, or she's a little leader. Because it's like, no, I want to follow Nancy. I'm going with her. Influence. He's leading. Okay. So influence is the key word. I have a leadership formula I like to use, the 3 C's. As you can see, I'm a minimalist person because I do so much, and because there's just so much information, and you gotta, it's overload, and you gotta sift it through. I just try and find the stuff that just really, boom, hits it home, so I don't have to deal with too much noise. And I think it's because I was a trader. On Wall Street, when you're a trader, there's a lot of noise, like, oh my God, the market's going down, we're limit down again, limit down after that. Okay, the number came in at 0.5, deflated at 0.2, we got inflation, it could be a hard landing, start selling bonds. Farm, where's your bid on 100 million of the 8.5 for the OGO1s? Okay, 64 and a tick. Okay, so high pressure. So you've got to be able to sift through noise. Okay? So you got to keep it simple. So, leadership formula, simple leadership formula, 3 C's. Competence plus connection, plus character, plus connection equals influence. I repeat, competence plus character plus connection equals influence. Now, when you think about that, of course, a leader has to be competent. And you're all here because you're competent. Everybody here, I've read up, Rosie shared to me, little bios on you. Oh my God. Oh wow, it's like, wow. That's the only word for it, like, wow. Where do you find these guys? Oh my God, they're super, like this, they're super smart. These are a super talented group. So you are all competent. And that's, when I go to the companies and I'm speaking to senior managers, I'm like, if you weren't competent, you won't be here. You won't be at this retreat or this offsite if you weren't competent. You guys are all competent. And now the question is character and connection. Let's just talk a little bit about character. Character, as we know, is integrity, it's honesty. Why is it that so many people find it difficult to follow through? Why is it when I speak to an MD, spoke to an MD at McKinsey 2 years ago, this happened a couple of years ago, and he said, look, I'm tied up right now, I'll call you tonight. And he didn't call me. He's an MD, he's a leader, he didn't call me. And then later on, a mutual friend came to me and he said, oh, I was with him, I was at his house, and he said, oh my God, I forgot to call Kaede. And he didn't know what to do. And I was like, he told her, and then she was like, so I'm like, so what do you want me to do now? He's afraid to call? Oh, he wants me to deal with you? Oh man, that's weak. That is so weak. And he's a leader? And I keep meeting these weak leaders. I keep meeting them. These weak leaders, okay, who cannot follow through. And, if you're a teenager or, graduate just coming out of the system, I remember when I was at Goldman, I had a boss and then he was a senior guy in FX trading, but he covered money market trading at that point in time. And I would, somebody would say, okay, Farm, where's your, when I started trading, someone said, Farm, where's your bid on 100 million of the BTP 8.5 2001s? I would say roughly 99.5, or I'd say, okay, about 8.5, maybe give it a little bit of an extra tick on that. Oh, he came round, he called me to one side, he punched me in the gut, and he said, there's no about, there's no around. It is or it isn't. There's no roughly. There's no it is or it isn't. It's 88.5, it isn't 88.5. No about, no around. Do it again and you're out. Went back to the desk, really, really frustrated, really, really stressed. I don't think I've ever been more stressed because I really felt like, oh my God, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna be fired. But it forced you to step up. So that mentality of following through, okay, is something that, I wasn't like that. So it's not like, if you're young, you may not be like that. You may not have, it's all part of character. We're gonna talk more about this. But this art of following through and being able to just call it and stay behind your word, no matter how small it is, okay? It's something that on Wall Street, you can't survive if you're not like that. You can't survive. I mean, literally, your job is based on your word. We're done, we're done. There's no going back. There's no, I changed my mind. There's no, I didn't say that. Remember, everything's recorded. And remember, follow through is just, when we said it's the little things that, create the big things. If you can't be trusted with the little things, how can you be trusted with the big things? So, I will call you tonight. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll get back to you. Now, not to say that if you can't get back, you communicate it. Send an SMS. Sorry, can't make it. Swamped. I'll call you can't call you the next day. So that communication is critical because that obviously shows respect. But what I keep seeing is no show, no call. And then if you now decide to call the next day, oh yeah, sorry, I was busy. Oh, yeah, sorry, man. Yeah. And they just expect you to just, yeah. Now, how can you move? Okay, now it's a small thing, no problem. One day it's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna take you down. One day it's gonna take you down. So if you let it go, and that's the problem, we all let it go. One day, when the chips are down, it's gonna take you down, okay? So integrity for a leader, like I said, 21-year-old rookie, all right. That's all part of, mentoring. That's all part of shaking him or her around. But you're a leader, you're a managing director, your word has got to be good, okay? More on character later, but let's just move. Connection. This is the bit that a lot of people miss. It's very, very important. So I can find somebody who's super smart, competent, honest, but still not quite influencing. He's not influencing. Why? Because connection. And when we say connection, what do we mean? We mean charisma. And, some people are naturally charismatic. People are drawn to them. We know them. We've all met the charismatic people. But the question is, can charisma be something you can give yourself? And the answer, of course you can. Of course you can. And being charismatic, being a magnet for people. People are like, oh man, I just like her. Oh man, I just like him. People are just drawn to you. They just, oh man. All it means is taking the spotlight off yourself and shining it on somebody else. That's all it means, shining it on somebody else. Take the spotlight off you. So when we're at work, it's like, hey, how you doing? It's like, what's going on? Hey, so what do you do? Oh man, that's awesome. Tell me more about that. Show curiosity and interest in the person. Okay? So the message is never miss an opportunity to celebrate or elevate another person. Never. And in the workplace, this is important. So at work, look, entrepreneurs, employees, come on. Great job. I saw it. You hit the number. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go up to people, you're the boss. You see them sitting their work. Just give them the little word, feel free. Never miss that opportunity. You hear something, you say, hey, I want to be like you. I want to be like you. You're the man. Give, celebrate. Never miss that opportunity. They do well, celebrate. And even if you're reprimanding, I remember when I used to reprimand staff. Even if you're reprimanding, what do they say? Constructive reprimand. John, for a guy of your talent, for a guy of your ability, for a guy of your stature, for somebody of your integrity, I'm really disappointed by what happened. Oh man, the guy's like, oh God, my boss thinks this about me and I let him down. Never again. Oh. You feel so bad. The guy will feel so bad. Like, oh, boss, my boss thinks the world of me. He thinks all this. And he'll take the reprimand. Constructive reprimand. So address the problem, not the person. You care about the person. You love the person. Deal with the problem. Deal with what he did, not the person. Look people in the eye. Look people in the eye. When you shake somebody's hand, look them in the eye, so they know you mean it. I see a lot of people, it's happened to me, shake the hand. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. You're not there. He's not there. He doesn't mean it. Leader, look people in the eye. Let them know you mean it. Okay? It's very important. Very, very important.